Hello again, this is Robert Veach here. This is my video review of the Rain-X Fix-A-Windshield Do-It-Yourself Windshield Repair Kit for chips, cracks, bullseyes, and stars on your windshield. Now this is easy to use, takes only minutes of your time, repairs all types of laminated windshields, minimizes the appearance of chips and cracks, and stops them from spreading. That's the important thing. It has an advanced resin formula right there, which is included. And I'm going to go over all the tools that are required. This will save you time. I did a search in my area. It costs about $150 to repair a chip if you have a company come out. So this is going to save you because these are real inexpensive kits. Now, for best results, you want to repair any kind of a chip before it spreads and creates a larger crack or gets contaminated with dirt or water. So as soon as you see a problem with your windshield, you want to go and have this kit or have it ready. I had this kit in my kitchen drawer ready to use. I used it on my other car, and then I noticed a new chip on my Kona electric, and I went to use it. Everything worked fine. The glue was still totally perfect. So you don't want to use this for any crack longer than 12 inches or any round damage more than 1 inch in diameter. You're going to have to go to a professional service for that. But about 95% of what you're going to get in the car are very, very small, and they just start out, and you'll be able to use this because there's 1 gram of the resin in there. So let me just show you what it comes with. This instruction is written really well. Don't lose this. Take your time, follow this. I'm going to show you me doing this for a chip on my Kona, and I'm going to show every step of the way because I couldn't find anything like this when I searched online. So here's a little resin bottle, and it's got a liquidy resin. This is the tool that it comes with, or it has the rubber plungers on there, which allow you to lock it into your windshield. This is the resin chamber right there where you're going to be pouring the resin into. And this is what compresses the resin down. It's a screw that goes in, and it actually will push the resin down to this little spot right here where there's a little silicone seal on there, and that's where it's going to attempt to push in the resin. This is very rigid plastic, and that's what's going to allow you to crank down this resin chamber so that there's a good seal right there, and then this allows you to crank in the actual repair resin. Now, a word about curing. This will cure with sunlight, or if you have a special UV LED or a glass bulb, it'll work with that too. But typically sunlight works the best. Just make sure it's not a cloudy day when you do it, and it'll cure real nicely. It also comes with these thin plastic sheets that you're going to lay over while this is still in liquid form before you put it in the sunlight, and you'll see it'll disperse the glue, and you'll use this included razor blade to clean it. So I'm going to show all these steps for you so that you don't have to worry about it, and you feel confident ordering this using my link. So the first thing you want to do is clean your windshield really nicely, and I used a fiber cloth and some alcohol, and the damaged area is right there. I don't know if the camera is picking it up. Let's put some additional light on it. And there it is from the inside of the car. You can see a slight little crack right there. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the resin chamber, and I'm going to extend it down so that it's extra long. And I made sure that I cleaned the little plungers first. And I'm going to line it up best I can over the crack. Then I'm going to back it up. And kind of eye it as best I can and then push the 4 plungers all the way down. Now, of course, you want to remove the pressure driver at this point because you're going to be installing the glue in there. Now I'm going to apply a little pressure, and I'm going to check it on the inside of the car and see if I have it lined up. So here I'm on the inside of the windshield, and I could see that I don't have it lined up because the crack is a little bit to the right, so I have to realign that. So I realigned it so that it is right over the crack right there. You want to adjust the resin screw down to create some tension on that seal right there. Now you want to take the included resin. You want to put 3 to 6 drops in there. Let gravity pull it down initially. Now you want to take the pressure driver, and you'll feel some resistance. Now it should be putting pressure and air on that connection right there. Make sure your plungers are still down. Slowly turn it. That's as far as it'll go. Let's take a look at the inside now. Now it's really hard to see because it's clear fluid going into a clear 2 pieces of glass. So I'm not going to be able to know whether it's going into the fractures of little cracks. It's really hard to tell. But I'm going to let this sit here, and then I'm going to go back and forth to get out any air bubbles by unscrewing that pressure screw again. So you should let it sit for 4 to 6 minutes, and then you want to unscrew this again, which is going to release any air. Make sure there's some glue there. I'm going to turn it back on again, clockwise. Again, make sure the plungers are on there. So you keep going back and forth a couple times if you think you need to do that. Now they talk about shining a light at 45 degrees. So I'm going to do that right here. And it does look like there's some of the glue right in that joint. So I did achieve to get some glue into there. And I'm going to unscrew that one more time, make sure there's no air bubbles in there, and tighten it back down again. Turn it all the way out, make sure there's no air bubbles. There is some glue on the end there. I can see it on my finger right there. Let's close this back down again. Again, make sure those plungers are on. So far, they haven't moved. Okay, now we're going to let that sit for a couple of minutes. Now I'm going to unscrew the top right here, which is the actual resin chamber, counterclockwise. Just going to lift it. I'm going to remove the plungers. And you could see that there's some excess resin right there. I'm going to use my finger, put it in the opening. Then I'm going to take one of the plastic sheets that comes with the kit. And I'm going to lay it over the opening right there, and you can see that capillary action. It's flattening it out, and that should hold it in place. And now I'm going to put the car outside in the sun to cure the UV glue. So here I'm outside. It's a relatively bright day, and you can see the capillary action, how it flattened out the glue, and that's okay because we're going to use the included razor blade to clean that off. We're going to let it sit here, and you can kind of test it, but you'll know when you go to move that plastic that it is cured. We're going to show that in a couple minutes. And from the inside of the car, this is what it looks. It's hard to see, but hopefully the glue went into those little fractures right there. So here it is back in the garage, and I went out there to remove the plastic, and the wind had blown it off. So that's one sign that it's thoroughly dry. So it's dry, and now I'm going to use the included razor blade to clear it off. So the instructions say to take the included razor blade, and you want to go 90 degrees. You want to go 90 degrees. And you'll see there'll be like a white powder. It's totally normal. Just take your time, don't be too aggressive. So after using the razor blade, it's all smooth now, and I could barely see the chip now. Now if you feel that there's still a little indentation in there, with your finger you feel it, you could add more of the resin and let it cure and use the razor blade again. But I don't feel anything there. So I'm going to show you a trick I've learned. Take a post-it note, put the sticky side on your finger, and use that as a 3000 grit sandpaper. And it'll do the final polishing of that. That really does, that's all it needs, is a little bit of the final polishing right there. And that's it. That's the repair. It's filled now, and it should be good. I should be good to go with that repair. So what do I think about the Rain-X Fix a Windshield Do-It-Yourself Kit? Well, I showed how well this works. This is the third time I've used it on a windshield. The same kit I bought many years ago. It still works great. Applicator, the whole mechanics of this, the instruction booklet, everything about this is top-notch. It's well worth the investment, and it's not going to take you that much time to do it. Just follow these steps, follow my video, stop and pause the video and go forward and repeat sections if you have to, but it's really straightforward, and you'll really be glad you have the video right there to show you how to do all of it. So again, feel confident to order this using my links, because you'll be happy you did to save your windshield and save yourself a lot of money. So I'm going to give this product a full 5-star rating. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're alerted to new video uploads. And if you like this review, please hit the like button. Hope the information I presented helped you with your buying decision. Thank you for watching.